Uh, Angel, I got to let you know this before we even get started, right?
Uh,
I call you Big Camacho, okay?
right.
Gosh.
Dora sends me a post, and the name says Big Camacho, and she's like, "That's your cousin." But I'm trying to tell her in my name, in my head, Angel is Big Camacho. That's
Right,
Big
right.
Camacho to me. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because he just out here, he doing his thing. He's big on these streets. You know what I'm saying? And after you win, you running the family and everything, you got to be the Big Camacho. You feel what
Right, right.
see? There we go. We, we
It's,
might
my brother's the oldest, but I'm the biggest.
the biggest, and now he run the family door. We
Mm-hmm.
gonna go get
I
started.
mean, let's not get it twisted. I've ran the family this entire time. It's just my other family just forgot. That they all got kind of power hungry.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna talk about it. Let's get this started up, Dora. And it's
Whenever you're
whenever
ready.
you're ready.
Yeah.
So on you, Angel.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My name's Angel Camacho. I'm a professional wrestler around the independent scene. If I love wrestling, you love wrestling, we all love wrestling.
See, we doing these in one take, baby. I got
Yes.
to get that intro, and then we gonna get right into it with Angel Camacho.
I love wrestling.
Check us out.
And you love wrestling?
We love wrestling. Watch that shit, bitch.
I'm even rapping. My name is Naomi. If I love wrestling,
You love wrestling.
then we love wrestling.
Then we love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling. We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
I told you.
Oh, we love wrestling. We done had a little bit of everybody on here. We back again. We back with the head of the fam. I ain't gonna. We back with a tribal chief. He a tribal chief over here. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
We gonna keep that right where that's at.
all right, my bad. I got a little too hyped. That's on me. I got too hyped. We have Angel Camacho here with us. How you doing today, sir?
Man, just another day, another dollar is what I tell people all the time.
Another day, another dollar. I'm gonna ask this question. The first question I always ask before I kick it to you, Dora. Angel, why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
Man, honestly, and it's crazy. I tell people this story all the time. Um, Honestly, short version, I watched it as a kid, but it wasn't like my first love, and it just kind of came out of nowhere, man. A buddy of mine wanted to try it, and I've always been an athlete, so I said, "Let's try it. Let's see what happens." And then I fell in love with it.
Mm. Who was one of the first wrestlers that you watched that you actually fell in love, loved or watching?
One of the first ones, Bill Goldberg. Honestly, that's probably one of his WCW days. That's probably honestly then, and then it became like Rakishi, and then I went back and started watching Yokozuna, a lot of the big guys. But the first, very, very first one was Bill Goldberg.
Mm. Dora, I'm gonna come back later to get my revenge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Kind of like he did this band. Hey, I watched the show. I'm just saying. But go ahead, Dora. Dora exploring the world of wrestling with Angel Camacho. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the first thing, because you do wrestle with your family and everything. Can you break down everybody? Not everybody, but you know what I mean. Like break them down for people that don't know your guys'
I'm
family.
listening closely.
Like break down the say that again one more time. I'm sorry, I froze up for a second.
Some of you are siblings, cousins. Like I guess just the relations, if that makes sense. Like who's the brother?
Okay. So
I know.
there's five of us.
Mhm.
Emmy's my sister. Ocho's my brother, which is the oldest. And then there's my two cousins, Zarek and Onyx.
Okay.
You know, way back then, Ocho was in charge. but then he took a different path. That's pretty much what put me where I'm at now.
Are you gonna make Emmy fight you ever? Like, it's my time, Angel. It's my time. Are you gonna make her fight you?
Listen, man, if Emmy wants it, I love her, but she can get it.
That's funny.
I tell fans all the time, I believe in equality.
That's funny. Oh, that's what happens when you have sisters, though. It's not fair. I feel like it's not, because I have two brothers and they the same. They think equality, and I'm like, no, I'm just a girl. Okay.
But my sister, look, my sister has that mentality, but when it's time to fight, she's not just a girl. That mentality goes out the window.
Yes, that's when it matters. Duh.
That's right.
Yeah, like when we hit curbs. I'm like, girl, I didn't see it there. No, okay. I guess my first question that I want to ask you is, what has been your favorite bar that you've wrestled?
Oh man, so first off, I've been doing this 14, about to be 15 in May. It was the Rhino match when I wrestled Rhino.
Oh, cool.
But that quickly changed after this past Friday.
Because of the match.
Because of the match with my cousin and my brother. And honestly, probably one of my top 5 favorite matches right now. And it's just because a lot of people know me as a mobile big guy. You know what I mean? They're surprised at how good I move and stuff. And that one really took me to my limit. You know what I mean? And we always know how to push each other, and that one definitely took me to my absolute limit. So that's probably one of my favorite ones right now.
Do you have a favorite high five? Because I swear, you're one of the bigger dudes I've seen that can get on those ropes with no fear and just, and I'm like, no. Be scared, please.
Now, you said, do I have a favorite what?
Like high flyer wrestler.
If we're talking cruiserweight high flying,
yes.
Man, I don't want to say everyone's favorite, Rey Mysterio. Although I love Rey Mysterio. One of my all-time favorites is Ultimate Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've seen him a lot in WCW and stuff. So probably between him and Rey Mysterio is probably my favorites.
How old are you?
I am 37.
37. Okay.
I don't know if you can see the white hair.
Okay, because I feel like you don't look that old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this because it was questioned earlier. How tall are you?
How tall? About, I think it's like 5'10".
Oh, see, we're the same height, Trey. Me and him are the same height too. Look at that.
I'm not doing this with you again, Dory.
Why not?
You're not 5'10".
I'm 5. I will take a picture with Angel too, I guess, to prove that I'm 5'9".
Bye. I can't do this with you again.
If I wear my boots, I'm gonna be 5'9". So I don't know.
So you out here cheating? See?
No, I'm 5'9".
But without boots, what are you?
5'9".
You just said with your boots you're 5'9". So which one is it?
I mean, 5'9". No, I'm only 5'6.5", but my dream height is 5'9", so I just always say I'm 5'9".
Oh, okay.
She's like a good 5'6".
I'm hoping to grow one day. I think I still have time. I know I'm 33, but I still have faith that.
Listen, you be out here wearing them heels with the little stacks. I'd be like,
yes, I do. I have to, because my regular job is home inspections. So I'm only 5'6", so I have to look over roofs, and we use a stick and everything. So I basically have like 2 to 3 inches that add just enough height for me to get to 5'9". It will use a stick for it to go over the roof. So
you don't be walking around with a step stool, like 2-step ladder.
I would if I was that subconscious about my shortness, but I don't know. The 5'9". We're 5'9". You're 5'10". I'm 5'9". We're the same height.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So my next question: when you're having a really terrible day, is there something that you can go to that'll make that day better? Like, no matter what, there's something anything that can make you feel better.
All right, you're about to break. You're about to break my mean guy
That's
gimmick here.
We'll go back right away then. We'll do tough guy.
I'm a big mama's boy.
Oh, uh-huh.
So my mom or my dad, either one.
Are they
Um,
of all of y'all wrestling?
yeah, they are. They are. They weren't for it when I first started. You know what I mean? Because they're like, you got kids and this and this and this. And well, I guess at that time I didn't have kids, but the older I got. But then they seen that I'm really, really good and I love doing it and stuff. And yeah, they're definitely huge fans now.
Oh, that's all that matters. Family, I would say.
Yep, yep.
Okay. So my next question would be, I guess, do you have a favorite food?
Favorite food? Yes.
What is it?
Street tacos.
Street tacos, like beef deck or like the pork carnitas, like
Pastor.
pastor taco. Ooh, okay, okay, okay.
With some good old cilantro and onions. I know people like to put the lime. I know people like to do a little squirt of lime, and
You
hey,
don't
I'm
put lime?
not. I mean, it's all right. I sometimes do it, but I prefer just with cilantro, onion, and then putting like taco sauce on it. Usually green taco sauce though.
Okay, I was gonna say verde or rojo, but that's
But
you passed my test. Okay.
yeah, 3 tacos and elote. I
Okay.
love.
Oh my gosh, I love street corn too. You're doing everything right now, Angel. You're saying everything right. Okay. Uh, let me think. No, okay. I know you mainly, you've tagged with other people that aren't family. Is there two people that you've tagged with that you would tag with again that are not your cousin, brother, sister?
So, uh, way before the family started
Mhm.
wrestling and stuff,
Mhm.
I've done a lot of tag with the guy that trained me, which is Lou Gotti.
Oh,
He trained me back in '09 in Ohio, where I'm from. And when I moved to Oklahoma, then he moved to Texas, and we did a lot of tag stuff. That's probably one of my best tag partners that I have because we know each other so well. Um, Even when we wrestle each other, like everything's so fluent. So when we get in there together as a tag, like everything's just so fluent. It just flows good. Our tag moves flow good. So that's one. Man, honestly, other than my family and Lou, I I can't think of anyone I've tagged with. To be honest with you, now you got me remember.
you're gonna have to step out again. I don't know, now that you're the leader again, you can step
Oh,
out.
okay. Well, no, you said no family. Never mind. That ain't gonna work. But other than my family, like I said in Lou, man, I don't, I don't really tag with anybody else. Now that I think about it. Well, I guess Bo and Mir, even
Oh,
though even though we kind of on a we don't like each other moment right now.
what do you mean all are besties? Everybody's besties.
Yeah.
No,
That.
besties are breaking up right now. It's breaking my heart. All these besties are just
Listen, the all that matters. I tell people all the time. If you ain't a Camacho, I don't care about you. That's what I tell people all the time. But right now at RCW, the cartels being kind of wonky. So me and my sister had to go our separate ways.
That's okay. That's okay. It's family. You guys will just, talk at holiday time and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. My next question would be, I know you've already been in the business for 14 or 15 years. Um, I guess, is there a favorite place you've wrestled at?
Um, One of my absolute favorite, if it's not DFW,
Mhm.
um, there's two other ones, which is RCW River City, and then there's BIW, which is Bayou Independent, which is like the Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas area. Those are probably my top right now. Just because the promoters are real cool. Like, man, they're just Brandon Oliver for RCW, and then Josh for BIW. They're just absolute awesome promoters. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I love going there. Even though I think after last year I did so much traveling, I've kind of slowly burnt myself out a little bit on the traveling. them long travels and stuff.
Mhm.
But that's one of the BIW is one of the ones I don't mind traveling to.
Okay. I like that. Have you ever, do you think you'll ever get to use your like, or have you ever, I guess, used your school bus for anything with wrestling related? Will they let you use it, do you think, if
Nah, they wouldn't. But I'm telling you, if I had the money, I definitely would buy one and convert it for the traveling and stuff like that. It'd probably be a lot easier. It'll save me a ton of hotels if I needed to get one. So
Yeah, that would be good, actually. That's a great
yeah,
idea. He does
E-
brainstorming and stuff.
yeah, like even a school bus or like a 15 passenger van,
Yeah.
convert it into like a little living area. So you know what I mean. If I had
Mhm.
the money, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
So
Trey, are you still there? Is he there?
You know I'm here.
Okay, I'm just asking. Dang. I think that's all my questions, just because I don't want to, steal all the questions this time.
I don't know. According to him, you've been stealing already. So
I don't want to be, even
You
more.
already been stealing, so I mean, you might as well keep
No, both
going.
of you give me the same look.
Jeez. Angel, it's great to have you here. Camacho's Revenge. Your whole family, y'all was fighting for that spot to be the top. Everybody wanted to direct. Uh, do you have a vision for your family now that you back in charge?
you said say that one more time.
Do you have a vision for your family now that you back in charge?
Man, honestly, it's just right back to business like it was before. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, as a Camacho, fighting is our business. So, like, it's now that everything's back and settled and everyone's calm again, we can get back to business. So,
This is me going into business for myself right now. Uh, how do you feel about Nasty Co?
Oh my gosh.
that guy's trash. He
Okay,
stinks.
okay. I
You
like it.
know,
Say that.
at one point, the Camachos trusted Nasty Go to do what's right, and he always seems to fail every time. From costing us matches to just doing stuff he ain't got no business doing. So I'm not fond of Nasty Go right now, man. I'm
Or his nasty, what is the Nastica kids? His new
the
kid.
Nasty Go, yeah, whatever they call it now. I mean, that man. You listen, Nasty Go needs to stop adulting because that man got kids all over the place.
Adulting.
I didn't even want to talk about the like he got a nasty car and I'm like, come on, this is getting outrageous. I don't.
Listen, and it's funny because everybody always talking crap about how many Camachos are there. I mean, how many Nasticos are there?
It's way too many right now. One was enough, but all
Yeah.
these that he got now is just ridiculous.
Well, I'm trying. So there's a show I do in Arkansas called Diamond State. Um, we do have a cousin in Arkansas that manages us in Arkansas. Called Urban Camacho. He's still kind of fresh, still learning and stuff like that, so he really doesn't travel anywhere, do much. So it's basically just like in Arkansas. But you know, if when he's ready, I might be doing some traveling with him. Keep it in the family.
Okay, so you have been on the Inspire AD shows.
Yeah,
Um,
so my whole family has.
Well, we know the whole family's been there. Y'all got some beef going. Well, before we go into that, when you came off the second rope and Emmy was on your back, it was too much for me because her reaction afterwards, like how she bounced off you, she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Listen, man. When we were talking about it and going over it, everything was good. But we forgot, when we're wrestling, we get sweaty and stuff. So we got, I got the climbing, and she's light, but she got the slipping, she got the choking me. I'm trying to dead weight her up them ropes. Like she finally get up there. I didn't realize her legs weren't wrapped around me. Now, let's be real. They were never gonna fully wrap around me. Right? I mean, let's just be honest. But at least enough to keep her in place, you know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't realize they weren't in place, so when I jumped, what? Watching the video, she looked like she was trying to ride a bull.
Yeah, because her body was like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Hey man, but we pulled it off though.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Pulled it off.
You gonna pull out? You gonna pull it off against this war with New Texas Pro?
Oh man, yeah. I can see it. Maybe we'll do it better this time. Maybe she'll hold on for dear life even more than she did last time.
So
Oh,
rap.
you and Emmy going in head up with each other?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Uh-oh.
I don't know exactly what they got planned. We'll see.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
Dora, is your camera not working?
Is it not? Can you not see me or no?
No, just a black screen.
Oh, because I can see y'all.
Yeah, we just see a black screen, baby.
Can you see me now or no?
Still a black screen.
Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and come right back in.
It's going all black out here. So I heard you say earlier 14, 15 years in wrestling?
Yeah, so May will be 15.
15.
Yep.
Being a vet like that, starting back in 1999, what are the differences that you've seen, like from when you started wrestling to now? Because it's about 2 decades.
So I started in 09, right? And when I started in 09, it was still real old school. Lou taught us real old school because we were his first actual school. You know what I mean? He was still kind of getting his feet wet with opening up a training school and stuff like that back in Ohio. So we were, back then it was all old school. Like social media really wasn't a thing. We had MySpace, but whenever you try to flyer and stuff, it was literally going out there flyering and stuff like that. Right nowadays, you got social media, which makes things easier, but it also makes things hard. Wrestling wise, I'm more of an old school type of guy, but I also know I need to adapt, right? Because this new age of wrestling is a lot of flippy and high flyer and go, 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 go. Now, you're not going to see me go, go, go a whole lot, but I have my spurts, so like watching a lot of old school stuff like Yokozuna and stuff like that, and then trying to mix it in with some of the new school stuff, it's pretty much what I do. You know what I mean? The evolution of it, I feel like it's going in a great direction as long as we stay with things that make sense. You know what I mean? Now, some of these things that be out there, I'm not a fan of. I'm like, man, come on now. But for the most part, I feel like it's going good.
You said you was one of like the initial Lou Gotti trainees?
Yeah, so when I started in 09 in Ohio, it was me, my buddy that got me into it, because like I said, he wanted to try it. And then there was one more other guy or two more other guys. So I'm like one of his original kids, trainees or whatever.
Do you well, most likely you ever go up to DFW and help train up there? You got any aspirations of training since you've been in since 09?
Yeah, I've gone up there a couple of times. I try to go as much as I can, but let's be real. Being an adult and living adult life,
True.
Money, you got to pay bills and stuff first before you can worry about wasting all that gas to try that. Because I live in Weatherford, so I'm like 40 minutes away from everyone. So I do try to go up there as much as I can, and I do love helping. I never realized, to be honest with you, how much I love helping people, like when it comes to wrestling. So I do, like, anytime I get a chance to, I love doing it. And a lot of the younger guys always come up to me asking me advice and stuff, and I try to give them the best advice that I can.
Did you? I don't believe you asked them about them 3, did you?
No, I didn't ask about tag team.
Go ahead, ask my question.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask it. Let's see how you ask it.
Okay. So, Angel, is there 3 people on the indie scene that you would like to wrestle?
So there's one called Wrecking Ball. He's in NWA right now. He's a definite. Ace Romero is another. Now I'm naming big guys. This
You
doesn't
name
mean
the
I only
big
wrestle. This don't mean I only wrestle because I can have a great match with anyone.
Yeah.
you
But
name
those,
the big guys. Yeah.
yeah. Those are definitely two. And then a third, Barrett Brown for sure. That's hands down. Like, you know what? Let me take back one of the big guys. Okay, Brian Keefe is another one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've
The-
wrestled with him before, right?
I wrestled Brian Keefe at Texas All Star, but it was in a triple threat.
Okay.
You gonna do
So
one?
I want that one on one. Brian Keefe, and Bear Brown's another one that I know would take me to my limit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, and I'm all about testing myself and see how far I can push myself.
Mm. I want to see. Let's see. Go with Ron Bass Jr. Uh, Brick Savage.
I've wrestled Brick 1-on-1. I've wrestled him in tag matches. I
And
love wrestling Brick. That man's strong. Boy, that man is strong. I thought I was big. Boy, muscle wise, he put me to shame.
but okay, so I'll ask you the same question that I asked Brick. Muscle wise and your size, when you're wrestling Brick, how do you prepare or how do you go into a match like
Honestly, man, you kind of just gotta go in there headstrong and hope it come out the way you want it.
that?
I'm just being real with you. Uh, you know what I mean? I'm big. I'm big, and I'm fat. That's why I pretty much tell people all the time. But like I hold my own. But he is definitely a whole different type of character, man. Cause that man, he hit you hard one time, you probably gonna crumble.
Ugh,
Brick's just that man's a brick. He
That's
is
what
a brick house, man.
goes through people. He's not looking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
down.
And I go through people all the time. It takes a little bit more for me to go through him, though. But eventually it happens. But it still takes a little more. It's just one of them things, man. I mean, I don't have no like routine when it comes to certain people. I just kind of go in there and just fight, man. And the outcome gonna be the outcome, is the way I see it.
okay. So I'm gonna ask this one last question. Um, Starting in '09 wrestling, if there was anything in wrestling that you could change that you've seen since you started, what would that be?
Honestly, going back to back to storylines,
Mm,
more but more wrestling storylines. Not all this back scene, like drama, like soap opera stuff. You know, some of that's all good, but some of it is way too much. So if we can go back to storylines that make sense. You know, I'd be all for it. I just feel like a lot of matches nowadays are super indie, which is all the flipping and just stuff that I don't know. It's cool, right? But to me, a lot of it don't have. There's no story behind it. You know, when you're going out there just doing a bunch of super indie moves, you're not getting the fans involved. And to me, like again, this is where my old school comes in, right? Because you go out there and doing all that stuff, it's cool, but you're not giving people a chance to register everything because they're either just moving 100 miles per hour, and then you're not getting them involved. I try to get the fans involved every time I wrestle, whether it's talking crap to them, which I do that better. I love talking crap better than trying to be a cheerleader. That's what I call it, being a cheerleader. But getting them involved, and that's what helps that story. So
I'm a old school storyline type person too. Like when I'm in the ring, and I like to I like to go to live shows and see a person in the ring, and it's like little things. I'll be like, it's things that people can do in the ring that'll pull me in, and I'm like, oh, did you see how they just at that moment how she did that or he did that right there?
yeah,
Like that's what I miss in wrestling. Like the storylines outside of the ring are cool, but if they don't go into translate to the ring, then what was the
right.
point of
I agree 100%.
it? That's
Like I
how.
said, that flippy stuff is cool, right? But I mean, you can still do all that super indie flippy stuff and still tell a story. It's just whenever you get into a match and that's all it is. Flip, back flips and acrobat stuff. You know what I mean? There's no story behind it. It's just, oh, look what I can do. And that's not knocking anyone that can, man. Hey, listen, some of these dudes be doing stuff that I never thought a human body can do. You know what I mean? But I'm story driven. That's how I've always been.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff, like I see my biggest issue is they do all the flippy moves, but it's like I saw a match like maybe 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Yo, this match should be over with." Like what they just did in that ring, and then what they did as the finisher. I was like, "Yo, 3 moves ago, y'all had y'all finisher. Now this right here just makes it look like, that's
Yeah.
you losing to."
No, I agree. Like moves back then that were finishers, like power drivers and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's just a spot. You know what I mean? And it kills that move. Like back then, a power driver, you were done. You broke your neck. That was it. Nowadays, you taking out here taking Canadian destroyers and stuff and getting back up and starting another running sequence. Like, well, then that move ain't do nothing to you. So,
did you ask him his favorite 3 big men of all time?
No, oh my gosh, now you're making me forget what I asked
you slacking.
I know. I'm trying to copy all. You told me to just steal all your questions.
I know that just came into my head right now. I just want to throw you off. But Angel, can I ask you your 3 favorite big men?
Definitely Yokozuna.
Okay.
Rikishi. Man, and the last one's kind of a toss up. Now, what are we talking big man? We talking super heavyweights? Or we just talking about just like Bill Goldberg type of big man? Because Bill Goldberg was a big man, but he was a big man because he was ripped.
Yeah, I mean, we talking we talking your preference.
Okay.
Angel, not Dora's stuff.
All right. So definitely, like I said, Yokozuna, Rikishi, and then oh man, it's a toss up between Big Show and Big V.
Ooh, 2 people. I be saying they slept on, but Big Show had a time where he was moving like, no, he shouldn't be moving the way he doing. Big V, oh my goodness, he was so underrated.
I get a lot of people like because of how I move. Now, mind you, man, I've gotten older. Like I don't move as good as I used to, and I've gained weight too. Like the dad life and
that, yes.
the real people life. But I've gotten compared a lot to like how Yokozuna used to move, how Rikishi used to move, how Bam Bam Bigelow used to move. So all that stuff is an honor, man. Because good thing about me that I have a lot of big men is I've always been athletic. I've always played sports, whether it was basketball, football, baseball, soccer. Like I did everything. So that kind of helps me when it came into wrestling. So,
my last question before I kick it back over the door. With so many Camachos out here in the wrestling world, and you being a dad now, are your children looking to get into wrestling, or have they even said anything, or are they too young to want to wrestle? Or?
Oh no, they've all said they want to wrestle. So as long as and I'm never gonna push them to do it. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, you got to do it. They've all said they want to, and if they do, then the name continues. But I'm also gonna let them know, like, because I don't regret my kids at all, not even a little bit, right? But if I'd have took my wrestling more serious a couple years ago before I decided to have kids and stuff, wrestling would be my full time, 100%. But I chose the marriage route, and obviously marriage didn't work out, but I chose the dad life and all that stuff like that. I don't regret it at all. So, but I'm gonna let them know, like, if they want to take it serious, they need to take it serious, because it's really hard to take wrestling full time when you got kids. Because the way I was raised is kids are priority. My kids will always be priority.
Yeah.
So for me, I do a lot of traveling on the weekend. I mean, sometimes I'm hitting 2-3 states, Friday through Sunday, right? Yeah. But during the week, I'm working. So
that's what it's about. Dora. Any other questions before we go into our last spots here?
I guess, is there a belt that you have your eye on?
About that what?
That you have your eye on? That you're like, hey, I'm gonna go, you know?
So definitely the RCW title. That's a definite. I'm looking into really getting to that one. Other than
sold out, right? That
this show sold out. I don't know if it's sold out because like all the seats are taken, or like if that includes standing room too. Because I know the previous flyer, not the one that just came out, it was sold out, but he said standing room only, and then this flyer literally just says sold out. So like I don't know if we're at capacity or but yeah, it's definitely sold out.
Oh, sorry. What was the other belt? I'm sorry.
Oh, and the other one, oh man, I wouldn't mind making a run for the DFW All Pro title. That's probably one of the ones that I haven't had at DFW. I've had the Sterling Silver. Mm-hmm. I've had the tag titles. That's the only one that's kind of gotten away from me. So
that's the one you'll get this year. I get it. I feel you. I got it.
Well, that's the plan. I don't know what I got to do. Camachos are good at finding ways to get things done. So
just beat up Exodus Prime. Take your family in there with you. Because you got a whole little crew with them.
I beat Exodus. Exodus is the one I beat for the Sterling. So
So you used to you. It's nothing new to you.
Yeah. So
I think.
So we get ready to go into this next spot then. Let's move him over here. Let's make him big on the screen. Angel, we call this our put yourself over moment. We have you on the show and we talk about you, but we got to let the people know ways they can get to you on social media. If you have a website, ways they can support you, ways they can follow what you're about to do with the family, the Camacho family. We just want you to put yourself over.
Okay. Well, ways you can see the way you can get hold of me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. I used to have Twitter, but after here recently, it started acting real stupid, so I don't even use it no more. But TikTok too. Now I don't be out there TikTok dancing and none of that. Angel Camacho ain't got that kind of rhythm. But you can look me up as A_Camacho 09, and that's the same for all of them. Obviously, Facebook is Angel Camacho. But now when it comes to the family, now that we got all that other issue resolved, again, like I said, we're back to business. This year, we're definitely trying to go for as many titles as we can. Belts look good around Camacho, so we're trying to. Me personally, I want to get to newer shows. I've done the same shows for the last year or two. I really want to start venturing out. Puerto Rico's one of them. Anik and Zarek have been there already, so we're definitely trying to bring the whole family to Puerto Rico. That'd be great. And then just like I said, different places. I want to get back to Ohio. Last year I got to go back home to wrestle. I want to do it again this year. So definitely places out north I want to go. Tennessee is on that list. If I can find a promotion good enough in Tennessee, I'm all about it. So
Memphis Championship Wrestling?
Yeah. I actually know a dude that wrestles there, so that's one of those places I want to look into.
Okay. See, I be knowing a little bit out here and stuff. Dora. You got the big Camacho. I call him. I'm telling you, he's an
big Camacho.
I'm calling him Big Camacho because he's Big Camacho to me. They call me Big Trady. I'm calling him Big Camacho because he's the head of the family.
That's
Would
right.
you say he's like a daddy? Is that what you're saying?
A what?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
What'd you just say?
He's like the daddy of the group, the daddy?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
I just say he's the leader of the family. Why you got to take it to what?
I was trying to see if I could make you say it. One of y'all. I thought one of y'all would say it.
Yo,
y'all are too straight for this.
You are crazy out here. I don't even know. Angel, I apologize for you.
That's your co-host, man. That's your co-host.
You know, you have to deal with this, man.
Well, I didn't want to call him Uncle Camacho. That just sounds silly. It's just
Uncle Camacho.
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound right. You know,
but neither does Daddy Camacho.
Like, why can't you?
We'll do poll.
Why can't you just call him Angel or Big Camacho?
Right. I don't know if you all seen the video prior to the match we had on Friday, but we got yelled at by my grandpa.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see the video?
No, I haven't seen it.
We had to meet up in a little sketchy warehouse. He yelled at all of us. Ultra almost got smacked for talking out of line. So
grandpas are for. So
that's right. He was mad. He says we're tearing apart the family business. He built that up with his hands. He wasn't gonna let us take it apart. Set us straight and made us do what. It definitely made us do what we had to do to get into this match and get it over with. Now we're not gonna talk about what happened after the match with Muerte and his goons, and that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother subject. They got one coming.
But if you want to see what happened after the match, go to Title Match Network. If you sign up, 2 weeks for free. After that, $9.99.
There you go.
That's my plug because Title Match feels me. So thank you, Title Match. You feel me?
No, I'm gonna tell you, it hasn't uploaded yet, and I tried it. I've been looking every day, and then today, just a few minutes before I got on with you guys, I went to look at it, and it's saying it doesn't exist.
What?
I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with my internet or what's going on.
I watched some of it live.
Right. But the replay hasn't uploaded yet. And then I literally, before I got on with you guys, I looked it up to see if it uploaded yet. And it says there was an error. And then when I go into the search bar, it's saying no video found or no show found, something like that.
Like a 404 thingy?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now look at me going on here trying to find it before we get off here. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Tomahawk.
Cause I even put DFW All Pro and it brought all the DFW shows, and that one should be at the top. Ain't even on there.
Yo, it's really gone.
Yeah.
What is this?
So I don't know what's going on, but I've been wanting to watch it.
Because it was like some matches that I didn't see on the card, so I was like, okay, let me wait. He'd probably be up on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we get ready to tweet title match.
Where's the match?
I ain't gonna tweet him. I send him a message, but we gonna get that back put up and everything. Because
I've been looking every day and it's been saying coming soon. And then, like I said, right before I got on with y'all, I looked and it's gone. Like, hey, there is no more coming soon. It's gone now.
That's crazy.
Coming on.
That's crazy. Now I'm hurt, man.
Yeah, man, I'm hurt too. Because even though I was in it and I remember every bit of it, I still wanted to watch it.
Yeah, they see it. See what
had his own show title, Camacho Revenge.
Now this is part 2 though, because there was one that happened
part 2.
a couple years ago.
You're right. It did say part 2 on there.
But Camachos look good as the main characters on the flyer. And listen, I'm gonna blow that poster up too. I'm about to put it on my wall.
As you should.
As you
should.
I like how they did it with the whole Puerto Rican feel and everything. The first one was nice too, but this one just hit different, man. And I think it's just because I was wrestling my cousins and stuff and my brother. But the poster itself was like, that's fire. It made me feel like I was some kind of celebrity or something.
Soon.
All in. We gotta get the video back up. We got the poster. Y'all can follow him on all his social media. Angel Camacho 09. So
on Facebook is Angel Camacho, and then like TikTok and Instagram is A_Camacho.
Camacho
09.
All the links will be in the description. Okay.
I might have to change it though to big Camacho. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Tell your cousin come off the username right
Yeah.
now. Right now, come off of it. See, there it go.
I know. Now that I think of it, Ocho does. So, like I said, Ocho's my brother. Now that I think about it, Ocho do got it as Big Camacho. I'm about to have a talk with him.
That's the screenshot I sent. I was like,
yeah, I got it.
And he's like, see, it says Big Camacho. And I was like, that's not Angel.
I was like, Angel is the only Big Camacho I know. Leave me alone.
Nah, I'm going to have a talk with my brother and be like, hey, man, you have to come up with that name.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch
Your name's Angel. His name's Angel now. So.
We're going to watch to see what happens with the name, people. It's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great week here, guys. We done had a lot of people on. Go back and watch all those podcasts. I mean, well, watch the content. Podcasts on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get podcasts. Put in We LUV Wrestling. It will be up. We've had Emmy on. We've had Angel on. Who's the next Camacho we should have on?
You got Ocho, you got Zarek, you got Onyx.
Ocho, Zarek, Onyx. We gotta have 3 more Camachos. Maybe we get a whole Camacho reunion going on here.
All right, man. Hey, listen, you took the word right out of my brain because I was thinking that same thing. You might have to get all of us in there. Is this screen gonna be big enough?
Yeah, I mean everybody. Yeah, we'll get it right. Get a whole family affair. Matter of fact, Dora, the next Inspire show you go to, well, the next time you see the Camachos, you just pull out your camera and start talking to them.
Oh yeah, we got.
And then we still gonna get the Camachos back. We in 2024, we gonna have every Camacho on here. We're gonna call it the Camacho Loves Wrestling Spotlight. Everybody.
Hey man, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah.
I'm holding you to it too. Don't play. I don't say stuff on here that I don't mean.
Hey, I'm all for it. And I know they would all be for it too. So it'd be a good time. There might be some arguing.
For sure.
We could do whatever. We'll do 20 minutes for the YouTube, and then the rest of it we could just do whatever, and we'll put it on the Patreon so we don't get in trouble for nothing.
Hey, listen, I'm all for it. And real quick, I don't know if you know what started this whole debacle between us, but it's kind of my fault.
She was telling me a little bit about it.
So what happened is that show Diamond State that I was telling you about. We were getting ready to head out that way to go do the show, and it's like 5 a.m, man. And as we're getting ready to go into Ocho's truck, there it goes, Angel, you got your title? Because I was a super heavyweight champion there. And when he said that, I knew why he was asking because he knew I didn't have it. And I live a half an hour away from Ocho. So I was like, oh, crap. Then I told Ocho, hey, we got to go back to my house. Boy, Ocho turned that truck around so fast, went back to his house and get in your car, go get it. We'll be here waiting for you. They were not happy with me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they left you. I was like, no way they left.
Oh, no. But I thought about telling them to go ahead and go, and I meet them there because I knew that ride was going to be awkward. So it's kind of my fault. And I don't do that often, but man, it was early. I was just trying to get out the house. I didn't even think about it.
Sometimes things happen when it's that early in the morning, man. I could only imagine how it would be.
But after Friday, I reminded them why I'm in charge, so they good.
The head Camacho in charge.
That's right.
Make sure y'all go to all his social media. Check title match again. If the video should be back up. If it's not back up, we gonna find some video because a lot happened on that card. With his name being on the card as part 2, it was actually a banger of a card that went down. So a lot of great talent out there in the area that y'all should see.
And it was crazy because a lot of people were telling me like our match was real good, and they said that whole show was a banger. Like there was just banger after banger.
Yeah, like I've been watching more and more DFW and everything they doing up there. They got some talent coming out that area. And Lou Gotti is training everybody Magnificent.
And one thing I always say, man, there ain't no Angel Camacho without no Luke Gotti. I mean, he was the first one to give me a chance. You know what I mean? Now, you know, obviously I paved my own way after that, but he definitely big tribute to why I am who I am. So
big tribute to this show being what it is Angel Camacho coming on. Give Angel and all the Camachos a chance if you haven't already, guys. Dora, right over here. Thank you for bringing on the people that you brought on, because Dora has brought talent. We've known the talent. Dora sees the talent. Even Dora said, we got to talk to these people. And we got them here just again. Thank you, Mr. Camacho, Big Camacho, Angel Camacho, giving us the time. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you.
And I'm Trey D, and like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling,
we all love wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
To street for the culture.